Ring, ring, ring. Hello. Hi, this is Life Calling. I'd like to. Sorry, but I gotta put you on hold. Are you? Click. Bam. That's what Destiny is. Destiny is a game that requires so much time to complete or to collect a large majority of the worth collectible items that you are literally stopping your life. You may as well kill yourself. Now I'm gonna tell you something disgusting. I myself have over 30 days playing this game. In game time, that is 30 days. That's 720 hours when you divide 30 days into 24 hours. Now I say over, and that's time recorded on my current characters combined, but when I take my average character creation time multiplying the amount of characters I've made, then looking at the total time played on each of these characters, which average between 10 to 15 hours, let's say 12 for ease, with definite creation of at least 25 characters, probably quite a few more, and that's because I stopped counting at that point, because I was bored of counting. And that's 25 times 12 divided by 24, that's 12 and a half days, so averaging at least 42 and a half days totally played. Addiction, I think so. The date is January 27th. I received the Crux of Crota. This was my final exotic item in the game. At this point in time today, as an Xbox player respectively, there are a few exotics I can't acquire, but besides those few physically unobtainable to me, I have them all. On top of that, according to some sources, DestinyTracker.com or .net, not sure, I have the third highest Grimoire score in Canada. That's 2,785, 10 to 15 off the official max limit of 2,795, I believe, but with a few ghosts that you can acquire outside the current game confinements, bringing the real max to a bit higher, 2,820 on the Xbox console. I believe 25 now due to the release of Skirmish Doubles. But that is disturbing because I also work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So, alright, what's the point of all this? I've played a lot of time to reach some notable statistics and achievements. Well, I'm doing a review. But if you're watching this, you already knew that I'm doing a review, and from one of the most experienced players in Destiny, or at least time spent on the game, allow me to begin. Right off the bat, when you start the game, it is lovely. Scenery makes you want to stare at this giant wall, and you're told to rush off like there's some danger on its way. 25 minutes later of waiting, nothing comes. So scary. You know, I like a fight, and if you're going to tell me a fight, don't waste my time telling me there's going to be a battle when there isn't. I'm going to stand my ground for like a really long time expecting something to come so I can punch it in the head, but I couldn't. So, okay, moving on. You run through this building, it's kind of dark, fight off a few fallen from what? What did they fall from? What a stupid name for an enemy. Covenant. That was a good name, because that kind of made sense. This does not make sense. I'm sure there's a Grimoire card I have out there that explains why they're called such retarded things, but I don't care. Then you're out of there. Woohoo! Finished the prologue mission, you got your first ship. Now you can fly around in space. Shoot things, maybe. Nope. The only point of ships in this game is to increase the aesthetic properties, or value, or whatever you want to call it, of your loading experience in this game, which, may I add, is about 80% of this game. Waiting to go somewhere, and another thing, unique ships. They all look the same, aside from the release of the Iron Banner ship. I forget the name of it now, but I do have it. It's the one that looks like a school bus. But they're all the same. Come DLC 1, The Dark Below, now there's about 50 variations of this unique Iron Banner ship, so uniqueness gone. No more. Throughout Destiny, you will amass many weapons and collectibles. A few notable weapons are the Icebreaker, the Gjallarhorn or the Gjallarhorn, or the Thunderlord, the Suros Regime, the Thorn, but these are unique weapons because they are exotic weapons. Every other weapon in this game, however, looks the exact same as each other stupid weapon in their class, with maybe a different tint of shit brown or possibly a different name. Sparrows is the next thing. They are your mounts in this MMO. Fast, different variations, very fun to use until you see a pike. A pike is roughly the same thing but with guns, and it can barrel roll through the air. Why can't I barrel roll through the air? And where the hell are my guns on my Sparrow? And then there's the Interceptor. It's a big tank again. Where the hell's my tank? And that's another thing. 3 different vehicles. These alien races have a total of 3 different vehicles amongst them. That's it. That's retarded. I'm pretty sure the Ewoks in Star Wars had more alone. Moving on. Going on to the first official mission, which is shorter than the prologue mission. In fact, I raced myself doing the first mission and doing the prologue, and I could do the first mission 4 times in the same time as this prologue. What the fuck? First playtime took me 3 minutes, and I was 1 level lower. I was level 2, because it automatically kicks you to level 2 throughout the prologue, and the heroic modifier is level 3. And I managed to do it in 3 minutes. You know, that just made me feel great about the game. Anyways, you run here, scan here, fight this thing that came out of the wall, and copying Matrix here, they're in the walls. And fuck, that gets stuck in your head after a while. Next mission. Run here, scan here, defend this thing. 3rd mission, run here, scan here, fight this thing. 4th mission, run here, scan here, defend here. You get where I'm going. Every mission is the same. Every single mission. But throughout your first playthrough, this is all new to you. In my opinion, the first play was a great experience. I loved the story, the little shit snippets it gave you after each mission, and, well, it kind of gave you a cliffhanger after each mission. So you're like, okay, I want to do the next mission to find out a little more. But they don't end up telling you shit until you put them all together at the end, and, well, they're still not saying shit. You're left saying, what the fuck? This is the story. The same guy who I believe wrote Halo wrote this. It can't be right. So you're forced to play these same missions over and over and over again to progress, and it sucks. It gets to the point where specific phrases are burned into your mind, and when you fall asleep, all you hear is, "You've awoken the hive," and it's fucking irritating beyond measure. Like, if you play this game, you know exactly what I mean when I say you've awoken the hive, and you understand what I mean as well. September 16th. Now, that's a nice day, because it's only 9 days after my birthday, and, well, that's not bad. The Voltaglass raid is released. Oh, what fun, we're going to have a blast. No. The first playthrough of this raid, very difficult, sounded great because it took the first team 11 hours to complete. Now my first playthrough took me 3 hours, a couple days later, as I was a bit under-leveled at the time. And I don't understand if these guys were just stupid or something, but the team I was on, none of us had any idea what to do. I was the one leading this group, and like at the Templar, it's so obvious what you gotta do. You gotta pick up the shield, shoot the guy's shield, and then shoot at him. It's not hard at all. You got like 15 minutes of fighting him before he gets pissed off, but apparently they're having trouble doing this. This is quite easy. We all had shitty weapons. I was using blue weapons at the time. Opening the door at the beginning was harder than that shit. But before that, you're at the conflux phase, which is much harder than the oracle phase, which comes just before the Templar, and which for some reason is believed to be spawning randomly, but they aren't. That's the oracles. I may add example. Middle side, left side, right side, that's the first phase. Left stair, left hidden, right hidden, that's the second phase. Right stair, right hidden, right side, that's the third phase. And then you got another set of 5, then a set of 7, then a set of 7, then a set of 9. And it's very obvious. Then the Templar encounter, which is a giant Hydra, literally nothing special, other than he has a little seizure every now and then that causes you to die if you stepped in vomit or got touched by the Oracle's future-telling powers. Came up with that one myself. I'm pretty proud of that. Alright. You're pulled into the Gorgon's maze after that. Very scary. These Gorgons are probably the most interesting thing in this game. The lore reads that these very overused enemies in the Vex universe, which, when given some kind of Pimp My Ride glass overlay, can bend reality, or more so, decide what exists and what doesn't. Maybe they should unmake Destiny. Maybe Bungie would still be doing Halo and we wouldn't be left with this Call of Duty wannabe fucking Halo 5 bullshit. Fuck Halo right now and fuck 343 for ruining it. Those fucking bastards at beta sucked ass. Alright. Now that we have passed this maze, which is not a maze at all, it's a small cavern which has one friggin' pathway to take pretty well, and every pathway, if you take another pathway, leads to the same pathway. Then you get to a jumping puzzle, which is a parkour feature that they added, which is very difficult, which if you have some kind of brain trauma, you may not be able to pass this. But even if your brain was physically removed from your skull, you could pass this. Then you fight the Gatekeeper. A fun battle, but way too easy to kill. You kill the Gatekeeper in the middle, then you kill the 2 Gatekeepers that reside in their portals, and then you defend a conflux thing, which is used or once already in this raid. Same thing. But you defend that, and then you're done. Then you're fighting Atheon, the final boss. It's a harder fight, but equally passable once you know how it works, which would take a toddler no more than 10 minutes. And that's the raid. And some guys did this raid on hard in 28 minutes. That's ridiculous. That's impressive, but ridiculous. So, this game is easy. How did it take me 42 days to collect everything in the game if it's so easy? Well, because of RNG. There are a few people who have run more raids than me. I've seen many with not even 1/100th of my raids, which is around 5 raids, 6 pretty soon here, with every exotic weapon, full raid gear, and all of the other bullshit. But I had a long road to achieve this because of RNG. randomnumbergenerator.org is what I used to select my movies to watch while playing Minecraft. But a similar system is used to determine what drops you will receive. Of course, it's not actually random. There's an algorithm determining what you get through thousands of variables that seem unconnected, so no one will ever find out how to trick this game to win it. The only way to win this game, which is to, I assume, to achieve everything, is with time. But Bungie are geniuses. You will lose your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your job, your family, relations, everything that actually matters in this life because of this game. And because of that, you will see that you have nothing to your life except for Destiny. So you'll buy Destiny 2 and Destiny 3 and 4 and 5, and by 6 they will drop this project to another company, and maybe it will change and it'll be a good game for once with a proper story. But right now, as it stands, Destiny sucks. The story sucks, the gameplay is not bad, the many strike missions, or mini dungeons, are not so many, 5 to 7 to be exact, if you're on exclusive content active consoles. The DLC you pay for, $20, well, that's about 2 weeks of gameplay, and I don't mean 2 weeks in time, but 2 days specifically. One Tuesday and one Wednesday, and that's that. And possibly one more Tuesday if you're a little tiny bit unlucky with your Wednesday run after the hard raid release. But now, of course, that's an exaggeration. I got 58 completions on normal and 11 on hard. Not more than some, but enough to acquire everything. This DLC was not worth my money, nor my time, nor is it worth your time. If you wish to grind away your life in Destiny, then so be it, but remember, it is just a game, and from someone who has wasted this time seeing everything this game has to offer, just listen to me when I say it is not worth it. At the end, I feel like I've wasted time, and my accomplishments, well, they don't seem like accomplishments because these rewards, as you may call them, were randomly given to me, and it was not rewarding for me at all. Like a game like Skyrim is much more rewarding and has DLC much better. DLC Dragonborn, for instance, adds so much more content than this game adds in their DLC. It'll probably take fucking Destiny 3 and 4 and 5 to equal the freaking DLC that Skyrim had in one DLC. I love Destiny. I love the story, the idea. What this is not Destiny. And as much as I want to throw aside the obvious flaws like, I don't know, no creativity and level design, and like, I don't know if they thought players would enjoy doing the same mission 20 times to complete the story once, and then forcing them to replay it another 1,000 times to feel like they have succeeded. But I don't know. I can't love this Destiny. I can't love Bungie. I'm filled with nothing but hate towards this game and this company. I once held belief to be the best company and thought they would never fuck me in the ass, but they have. Thank you, and good night.